Me and my friends are doing this video for as EAS 152 Strengths of Materials assignment. So I'm Mohr and here's my other teammates.
Hi, my name is Annie Cheng.
Hi, my name is Jenna Q.
Hi, my name is Jiwei Chun. Hi, I'm Jun Wei.
The normal stress at 45 degree clockwise using Mohr circle. First of all, we have to get the coordinates for x phase and y phase. To check on the coordinate on x phase and y phase, first of all, we have to look at the stress on each axis. For compression, we have to put a negative in front of it, and for tension, we are going to assume it in as positive stress. So by looking at this diagram, in x-axis there is negative 8 megapascal, and for y phase there is 12 megapascal of stress in tension form. And talking about shear stress, based on the assumption, shear stress in clockwise direction is assumed as positive, while shear stress in counterclockwise direction is assumed as negative. So, by looking at these two arrows for x phase, the shear stress tend to rotate in clockwise direction. So we assume the shear stress for x phase is positive 6, while for y phase, it is in counterclockwise direction. So we are going to put negative 6 for this one. Next, we have to proceed to the Mohr circle. For Mohr circle, the scale for both axes have to be the same. So now we have to plot this first. After plotting the x phase coordinates and y phase coordinate, we are going to draw a line to join both of them, and in between them, which is the center of our Mohr circle, for this case is 2. So we are going to draw the circle using compasses, joining the 2 dots and the center. And according to the question, we have to find the normal stress at 45 degree clockwise using Mohr circle, but in the actual x and y plane, the distance between x and y phase is the angle between x and y phase is 90 degree. But in Mohr circle, there's 180 degrees. So if we are looking for 45 degree clockwise, we have to draw it at 90 degree clockwise. And one thing is, we are not going to rotate the normal stress or the shear axis. We are going to rotate the x phase and y phase line. So now we have got 90 degrees rotating in clockwise direction. And after that, for the line that touching the Mohr circle is going to be our new x phase, which we're going to name it as S prime phase, and the other dot is y prime phase. So it's easier for us to recognize. And now we gotta look for the coordinate of x prime phase, which is 8 and positive 10, and the other one is negative 4 and negative 10. So after we got the new S prime phase and Y prime phase coordinate, we are going to redraw the element. So when we are going to redraw the element, we have to know that this line, the horizontal line, is 0 degree, and the vertical line is 90 degree. So if we're going to rotate the 0 degree line to 45 degree clockwise, so this is going to be our new line, which is for our S prime phase. And here is 45 degree clockwise. And the same goes to the 90 degrees one. And this new line is going to be our Y prime phase. So now we have to draw the new element. So here's our new element. Now we already got S prime phase, which is 8 and 10, and this is our normal stress, and this is our shear stress, and Y prime phase, which is -4 and -10. So now, how are we going to draw the arrow? We are going to base on the new coordinates. For normal stress, is either in tensile or compression form. So for X phase, there's +8, which means it is going to be in tension. So we are drawing this in tension form and label it as 8 megapascal. And for Y phase, it is in compression. So we're going to draw this as well. But for this time, we're not going to put the negative sign in front of it, because the arrow already indicate that the stress is compression. And for X phase, the shear stress is positive. So based on the assumption that I've stated before, positive shear stress, which means it rotates in clockwise direction. So clockwise direction is going to be like this. So we're going to draw our arrow like this. And if you, you have to imagine that these two arrows is like trying to rotate this element. So if we move these two together, it's going to move in clockwise direction. So we have to label our shear stress as 10 megapascal. And for Y phase, it is in negative. So negative, which means the arrow is trying to rotate the element in counterclockwise direction. So we are going to draw our arrow in this way. So if you imagine this, it's going to, when you move these two arrows together at the same time, it's going to rotate in counterclockwise direction. So that's all for the tutorial today. Thank you.